and welcome back to another edition of 25 Blank Cards. Today we're going to be trying out Doctor Strange against Many Faces of Loki. Let's see how this goes. I haven't actually played Doctor Strange before, believe it or not, so this could be interesting. Feels like should be pretty strong, but we'll see what happens. It may depend somewhat on which Lokis I have to face off with and what the encounter deck throws at me. So I do have to fight my way through 40 hit points worth of Loki, which is a bit on the heavy side, but Doctor Strange pretty much always has action waiting for him, so we may be able to get there. We'll have to see. All right, go ahead and finish doing setup. Put War in Asgard into play and shuffle the encounter deck. Reveal one set-aside Loki at random. All right, so we're randomly going to be starting with cannot take damage while a side scheme is in play, Loki. Okay. And we're going to reveal the top card of the Infinity Stone deck, which will be Reality. So he's going to be blowing up my allies' upgrades and supports. That's not great. All right, so all hail King Loki. All right, so starting hand of 6 cards. Five blanks, Master of the Mystic Arts. That could potentially be very good. Go ahead and pitch the blanks, see if we can find some more action. Got an Astral Projection, very nice, and Magical Enhancements. Okay, and the top card of our Invocation deck is going to be Winds of Tomb. All right, so what's our game plan here? Pay 2 to Master the Mystic Arts to Winds of Tomb and draw 3 cards and then immediately have it ready to go again. Maybe okay. Astral Projection is good for cleaning up. We have that side scheme that we have to deal with. Magical Enhancements kind of sucks. Especially if I want to be firing spells off my deck. Alternative is I could use Natural Talent to go ahead and skip past Winds of Tomb to try to get to something more impactful. Drawback to doing that is if I run into Vapors, that's going to make things real bad. So already on turn 1, we're kind of in a position where we have to gamble on what's going to happen. So the other thing that would be not great is if I Winds of Tomb a couple times and what I'm drawing into is like my upgrades and supports, and that Reality Stone is just going to blow them away right at the beginning, which also isn't really where I want to be. I think, let's see. All right, so other spells in my deck. Vapors is bad. Attacking for 7 is terrible right now because Loki can't take damage. So the thwarting one is good, and the tough status one is okay. So it's actually bad for me to push through my Invocation deck right now. Okay. All right. So that makes things a bit clearer. All right, flip up to Hero Form. We're going to go ahead and spend a blank card on Master of the Mystic Arts to resolve Winds of Tomb and then put it back on the top of the Invocation deck. So drawing 3 cards. Magic Blast, another magical enhancements. Putting Winds of Tomb back here. Okay. That's kind of disappointing. Alright, so I think Magic Blasts are great, except that Loki can't take damage right now, which stinks. So I really want to clear off War in Asgard, because that is both preventing Loki from taking damage and accelerating the main scheme. So I think we're going to go ahead and Astral Projection at War in Asgard. We'll spend our 2 blanks on that. So we remove 3 threat and look at the top card of the encounter deck. For each boost icon, remove one to look at. Top card of the encounter deck. And it's a 4. All right, so we're removing 7 threat from the chosen scheme. Okay. That's pretty good. When defeated, reveal a top card of the Infinity Stone deck. Swap Loki with a random set aside Loki. Okay, so Reality Stone and Space Stone. So we're going to be fetching a minion out. And we're swapping out this Loki for Piercing Loki. Okay. So I know the top card of the encounter deck is Laufey, who is a house and a half. Okay, noted. Oof. Really like that to not get drawn as an encounter card. All right, well, my Magic Blasts do things now, which is nice. Could attack for 1, could thwart for 2, or I can play Winds of Tomb. Could play magical enhancements to buff one of my main stats. I think I would most like to Winds of Tomb. So yeah, lusting Doctor Strange and paying 0 to draw 3 cards and pitch Winds to 3 blanks. Perfectly fine. Top cards now. Images of Icon. I guess we could do this like that. All right. So here's the thing. I don't want Laufey as a boost card because that's going to be me taking a hit for 7. But I also don't want it to be an encounter card because he's 6 hit points in toughness. So unfortunately, I don't think I can really do anything about that. I'm going to go ahead and pay 3 to Magic Blast Loki. Deals 5 damage and discards the top card of my deck. Previously, I've been playing that my blank cards are wilds, but that's going to make Magic Blast completely busted if I do that. So I think what I'm going to do is if I hit a blank card, I'm going to roll my 6-sided die and use that to randomly choose one of the not wild card options. So Magic Blasting Loki, discarding blank card, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and no chance of getting the wild. 1, so stun that enemy. So we're stunning Loki, and we hit him for 5. Puts him down to 15. All right. What's that? Magical enhancements don't really do anything for me because they will just get discarded when the round ends. All right, so that's interesting. So if I had upgrades I needed to protect, I could still set one of these out there, which which would prevent Reality Stone from blowing it up, but that's not going to happen. So go ahead and end my turn. I don't need both these magical enhancements. Maybe I will hang on to one of them so that in case I draw into like Cloak of Levitation or something next turn, I have the option to put out magical enhancements to protect it from the Reality Stone. All right, so we'll go like that. It's drawing up to 5. There it is. There's a Cloak. Cloak, Magic Blast, Magic Enhancements, 2 blanks. Okay. Villain phase. Main scheme goes up by 1. Loki would attack me, but he's stunned. Counter card. It's going to be our friend Laufey. And it's back to me. All right. So Laufey's tough. Images of Icon's good, but Loki is not. Sorry, Images of Icon's good. Removing 4 threat. Only got 2 on the main, though. I think I'm probably going to flip down this turn. So that'll be better next turn. Would like to take some pokes at Laufey and try to get him out of there. So that may be the way to go about this. So I could try to get lucky with Magic Blast and hope that gets him out of there. Laufey's got 6 hit points after the tough. Magic Blast does 5, but it could roll up to 6. Cloak of Levitation is really good, but Reality Stone is going to be blowing it up. You can play Cloak of Levitation and magical enhancements to protect it from getting blown up by the Reality Stone, but then it's going to be wasting Magic Blast. So I think what I want to do is I think I'm going to want to Magic Blast Laufey to try to get him out of there and let Loki trigger his Infinity Stones and hope that, let him trigger his Infinity Stones and save Cloak for next turn. So what we're going to do is to attack Laufey for 1, flicks off his tough status. To Magic Blast Laufey, playing blank enhancements. We'll roll to see what we get. It's a 2, so stunning Laufey. And 5 damage, of course. Alright. So the question is, do I flip down or do I stay in hero form? If I flip down, Loki and Laufey are both scheming. If I stay up, Loki's going to attack me, which is bad, but Laufey will use up his stun. And I'm planning on getting rid of him next turn either way, so I think I would like to get that value. So I think we're going to stay in hero form here. It's ending my turn. Protective Ward, Mystical Studies, Cloak of Levitation. Interesting. So I can cancel Treachery if I need to. Alright. Villain phase. Main scheme goes up 1. Loki's going to attack me for 3 plus. Another bad reason to not do this is whatever gets summoned by the space stone is immediately going to be attacking me. It's 3 plus 0 is 3 damage. Down 7. Right. So after he activates, we resolve our Infinity Stones. So Reality Stones, continue to discard an ally upgrade or support. Don't have any of those. Space Stone, discard cards from the top of the deck until minions discarded and put that into play engaged with me. Okay. So, looking for minions. Hey, it's a Frost Giant. All right. Loki tries to attack, but he's stunned. Frost Giant is tough. Frost Giant does attack for 3, puts me down to 4. And encounter phase. Advance villain schemes. So Loki's scheming for 2 plus 1, and the villain's not attacking, so this boost doesn't do anything. So scheme for 3. And we're dropping another Infinity Stone into play. Oops, threat goes there. Time Stone. Okay. Actually, I probably should have thought about that for a second to see whether I wanted to Protective Ward that. Probably no. I'm probably going to play Cloak of Levitation and then start burning through spells. All right. My turn. Yeah. So 2 blanks for Cloak of Levitation. We'll spend, I think, Mystic Studies, exhaust 2 images of icon to confuse the villain, remove 4 threat from the scheme. Oops, that's not where that goes. That goes there. So next is Crimson Bands, which I can't pay for at the moment. Okay, Cloak of Levitation ready. I'll attack Loki for 1 to get him out of there. Go ahead and flip down. Crimson Bands is something I'm going to be wanting immediately, so I think we'll keep that there. And yeah, that'll do it. Sure, we'll hang on to Protective Ward because that can very well do something relevant. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Master the Mystic Arts, 2 Protective Wards, 3 blanks. That's interesting. All right, villain phase. Main scheme goes up. Loki tries to scheme, but he is confused. Frost Giant will scheme for 1. And encounter card. Master of Illusions, attached to Loki. 1 Loki would take damage from an attack, discard the top card of an encounter deck. If it's a treachery, prevent all damage from the attack and discard this. So it's eventually going to prevent damage from something, just don't know when. Right, that is not a treachery, so I can't cancel it with Protective Ward. Alrighty. I should probably recover some hit points because I'm a bit low on those. So I think my plan here is going to be to master the Mystic Arts Crimson Bands. So that's Master the Mystic Arts costs those. Then to actually play the Crimson Band costs that. So I'll have 2 cards left in my hand, which I could use to play Crimson Bands for realsies. So I could recover, or I could do all that stuff and get Frost Giant out of there. If I don't get rid of Frost Giant, that makes my turn effectively the same as like if I let Frost Giant hit me in the face, that's the same as Frost Giant hitting me is the same as recovering. So if I could get rid of Frost Giant, that would be better, so then I don't have that problem for later. So what I could do is I could have Strange attack Frost Giant and then shoot Crimson Brands at Frost Giant. I guess the question is, do I even want to bother with Master of the Mystic Arts? The other cards in my deck are Vapors and 7 Rings. I probably want to play Crimson Bands at least to get rid of Frost Giant. It would be nice if I could Vapors to get rid of. Nice if I can do Vapors to get rid of the status card on Frost Giant, but I don't think that's a reasonable play. This can take me forever to get back to Crimson Bands to kill him. So maybe the play is recover, ready with Cloak. Recover, ready with Cloak. Basic attack, Frost Giant to clear tough. Master the Mystic Arts to play Crimson Bands to kill Frost Giant. And then just accept the hit I'm taking for Loki. Ugh. Doesn't sound great, but I think that might have to be the play. All right. Recover for 3. It's me back up to 7. Terraform, Cloak of Levitation readies. Basic attack, Frost Giant, get rid of the tough. Pay 1 for Master of the Mystic Arts, which requires me to pay the cost of Crimson Bands. To resolve Crimson Bands, then place it back on top of the Invocation deck. So resolving Crimson Bands, we're going to stun Frost Giant, deal 7 to it. I have these 2 protective wards in my hand. Don't think I need 2 of them, so we'll pitch 1. Drop to 5. Blank, Astral Projection Wong. Alright. One phase. Main scheme goes up 1. Loki's going to attack for 3 plus 3 plus 2 is 5 damage. Ouch. It's me the 2. Time Stone triggers. Discard the top 4 cards of your deck. Place 1 threat on the main for each different card type discarded this way. I'll say that blank cards average being about half of 1 card type, and we'll round up. Let's say so 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got support and 1.5 other card types, so we'll call that 3 card types. Man, Sanctum would have been a fantastic thing to have. So we're placing 3 threat on the main. for Time Stone, which does not go there, it goes here. All right. Counter card. Devious Sorcery. You're stunned. If you're already stunned, take 2 damage. Do I want to cancel that? Do I want to cancel that? Probably no, because I think this coming turn I'm going to need more cards to like affect the board. So yeah, I think we're going to let that happen. Plus that stun card might actually end up being good if I hit Vapors. All right, my turn. Oh, the unfortunate thing is I can't hit Vapors without getting... can't hit Vapors without actually going through Crimson Bands. Fart. Long is freaking amazing. Is one of my only engines to get value over time, so I would like to play him. However, if I do play him, the scheme's at 8 out of 12. And I'm in dire shape, so I have to flip down. So I think I have to address the threat problems on the board, unfortunately. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pay 2 for Astral Projection. So I'll choose All Hail King Loki. We'll remove 3 threat plus looking at this top card. 0 additional threat. If that comes up as a boost, though, Loki's going to get an additional boost and a tough status. If it's an encounter card, then it's an entire extra activation. All right, Astral Projection got 3. I'm going to go ahead and exhaust to attack and clear the stun. Cloaked, ready up. Don't really want to pitch Wong to Crimson Bands, particularly if Loki's just going to Master of Illusions to block all that damage. So I think we're just going to stick there. I could thwart more, but my hit points are really low, so we need to go down and recover. Up to 5. Do I want to change? Yes, I think I do. Crimson Bands is amazing. I think I'm just not in a space where I'm going to be able to play it for the next couple of turns, though, so I think I want to change that out. So we're going to just discard it and draw 7 rings. 7 rings is pretty good. That less good when Loki is piercing. All right, this hand, do I want to do anything with it? Loki's going to be scheming, so Trickster's going to be going away, so I won't be able to cancel that one. What is coming in my deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. So there's one hero card coming. I don't know what it is. I think it might be like a Magic Blast. So 6 cards. I could play Wong Protective Ward, and that would be a reasonable hand. So if I don't play that, I'll have something else to play with 7 rings. So we'll go and keep the Protective Ward. All right. 1, 2. Oh, right, I have Agamotto. That would have been a handy thing to have like 6 turns ago. Okay. Bonus encounter card coming. And finish drawing. Magic Blast Protective Ward. I cannot escape the darn protective wards. All right. Yes, readying up. Okay, villain phase. Main scheme goes up 1. Loki is going to attack. Loki is going to scheme for 2 plus Trickster. Oh, wait. Oh, Trickster ended up here. Ooh, I should have been thinking about that. Interesting. All right. So Loki's scheming for 2 plus 1 is 3 scheme. And then counter phase. So I know that this card is Trickster, which is switch Loki and activate Loki. Loki activating. Oh, sorry. One Loki scheme. We drew Power Stone to stun me. So we know that Loki's going to be scheming again, which is probably going to kill me. So when I draw that, I should cancel it. All right, well, let's... Oh, wait. Except I can't cancel it because Protective Ward is a hero card. That stinks. So we've probably just lost the game. Oh well. Other cards. Seduced. That's really not that bad. Swap Loki with a random. Loki. Loki activates. So we've got Retaliate Loki. Loki is scheming for 3 plus 2 is 5. Doesn't matter. That finishes the main scheme. Darn. Yeah. I got some really unfortunate draws in there, but Loki is kind of a monster. He's low-key a monster. Yeah. I don't know what I could have done too much differently there. There are certainly some different plays I could have made, but yeah, that happened. Maybe I'll try this again, see if it goes better in the rematch. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'll catch you when that happens.